We often hear the phrase, sharing is caring, and we advocate it because we want our toddlers to learn the value of sharing and to be kind to others. Did you know that a child's brain is actually not capable of comprehending this concept of sharing until they are 3 years old? It's true. They are still learning where they fit into this world while also realizing that they are their own person and not an extension of you. This is a pretty big concept to grasp. The things they see as theirs don't just belong to them, but are a part of who they are as a little person. They also can't understand how empathy works at this age. So if their siblings or a friend cries in contest of a toy, they won't be bothered by the other person's desires or emotions. This may seem odd, since you have seen for yourself that they can and are willing to give a toy or a part of their snack to another person. So what's going on there? Sashi Miskin, our ECD specialist, shares these two examples. Firstly, you are sitting with your toddler while they are eating a packet of crackers. Your toddler reaches into the bag and gives you one, or more accurately, shoves one in your mouth. From an adult's perspective, they are sharing their snack with you. You are eating one bag of crackers together. However, from your toddler's perspective, he or she is just copying how you have taught them to self-feed. One bite for you, one bite for mommy. Another scenario may be where they are playing with something and bring it to you to hold on to. Again, in our minds, we jump to, wow, thank you for sharing with me. But this time, their perspective is more along the lines of, I'm showing you the toy that I love. So where does this leave you? If they can't understand the concept of sharing, should you just wait and hope it starts to happen on its own? Like most things with toddlers, it is important to have grace to understand where they are at their development, while also encouraging them to press forward into seasons of new growth. Let's look at a few ways we can help them with this. Number 1, model sharing. Show your child how to share by sharing your things with them and with others in front of them. For example, say, here's a piece of my apple. Would you like to try it? Number 2 is boundaries. It is important to establish that if they have something that they are playing with, they don't have to just give it to someone because the other person asked. For example, if your child is playing with a toy and another toddler wants it, instead of saying, please share that with your friend, you can rather say, it's okay, you can play with that now because you are still busy with it. You can then help the other toddler find something else with which to play with. This is an important skill to learn for life because as you grow up, you can't just give your things to someone else just because they ask them of you. It is one of the early stages of learning how healthy boundaries work in various relationships. Number 3 is make a trade. If an issue does arise between toddler friends or siblings, another suggestion you can use is to make a trade. Sit down between the opposing parties and point out the different toys that they have. You can then see which ones they want to trade. It might sound like this. I can see your brother wants to play with your train. Would you like to play with one of his toys for a little bit? Okay. Why don't you show me how you play with his lion and he plays with your train? This is still establishing what belongs to who while giving opportunity to lend these items out for a short time during their play. Number 4, give another option. If your toddler is using something that someone else wants or the other way around, you can also look around for other play options to suggest. I see you want her toy right now, but she's still busy with it. Why don't you choose something else to play with until she is ready to let you play with it? Or I see you want his toy right now, but that isn't an option. Can I help you look for another toy to play with? This helps to fuzzle the tension and provide a solution that you can facilitate now. As they get older, you can rely on it as a suggestion for their own problem solving. Number 5, give alternative vocabulary. The word mine is probably ringing in your ears these days. You can use this as an opportunity to give your child more vocabulary while building an understanding of boundaries. Use and teach phrases like, "Can I play with that when you are done?" Or, "Is it my turn now?" Number 6, use books and stories. Read books about sharing to your child. Stories can help illustrate the concept in a way that is relatable and understandable for them. When your toddler does choose to share or give a little piece of themselves away to a friend for a little while, shower them with praise and encouragement for practicing this new skill. If you have an older sibling that better understands the concept of sharing, remember to respect what is theirs and what they hold dear. Our toddlers all have those special items like a favorite teddy or a toy dinosaur that they will be reluctant to share. Please do not force them, as those items are sacred to them. When friends come over, make sure that those special items are out of reach or packed away so that your child is not confronted with sharing items that are special. Make sure the toys that are visible are toys that both of you and your child, are comfortable sharing with friends. We would love to hear your thoughts on sharing and the things that you struggle with at home. Please reach out and let us know any questions you might have on sharing. See you next time.